Welcome to Out for the Count TV. Today we're joined by super bantamweight title challenger Nyall Berry. Nyall, it's been a while, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, man, chilling, just focusing on making weight now. Got my watermelon, snacking a little bit, but yeah, fight week now. Just can't wait to get in there now.
Yeah, obviously we were a few days away from the fight now. You know, you're challenging for the IBF European belt. There's
Mm.
been that much happening since we last spoke. But I suppose there's no better place to start than obviously you becoming a dad. How are you finding it?
Yes, mad experience, innit? Like, especially I don't know, man. I've never really wanted kids, but it's just a mad experience. It's different when it's your own. And yeah, it's been a lot easier having a partner with a head screwed on. I gotta say that makes a big difference. So there's a lot of people out there who just have kids with whoever, and that ain't. I don't think that's the way to go in it. But yeah,
100%. Yeah. Would you say it's changed you much as a man since you've had your son?
uh, I wouldn't say it's changed me as a man. I'd say it's given me more motivation, a little bit more motivation to make it, but. Uh, no, I wouldn't say as a man. I feel like the testosterone's still there, still the same.
Yeah, yeah. Still hungry.
Yeah, man.
Top man, top man. Well, listen, let's get into the action this weekend. You're obviously going up against Francesco De Rosa for the IBF European belt. How are you feeling going into it?
Strong. Fitness is all there. Like, all the hard work in camp's done. Like, from how I've been sparring and training, I don't feel good now, but in camp, I felt strong, strong. Just fitness was incredible. So just gotta get to the weigh-in, and then and after that
Yeah,
I'm laughing. That's for me personally. It's just the weigh-in that I'm waiting for. Like that's it, really.
definitely. And have you done anything different in this camp, or is it just been what you're usually doing? Just you know,
I wouldn't say no, I ain't done anything different. Just train that, give it that extra 1%. Just it's it's gonna be a hard fight. It's not certainly not gonna be a walk in the park. So and I need to get that title to move on to bigger fights. So just train hard as ever.
yeah. And when did you first find out that you're going to be fighting for this title? And did it surprise you that has put you into this fight in only your second fight on GBM?
Uh yeah, it did surprise me a bit, but they said that's what they're gonna get me, and lo and behold, that is what they got me. So I'm certainly not complaining. Like it's a title, it's a good opponent. It will put me in a really good position to move on to bigger fights, better money. So yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah. And in terms of your opponent, what do you know about his style? Is there anything you've seen that you think you can capitalize on?
I don't really watch much. I've seen he just comes forward, throws a lot of wild shots. It looks like he can punch. I mean, he's got decent amount of KOs, and uh, I've seen a highlight video GBM posted or something. So it looks like he can punch, but his chin's right up in the air. So I'm just looking to pick my shots and counter that. But I'm just gonna mash it. I'm gonna do what I always do, anyway. Just mash them to the body. I'm not changing anything. So yeah.
Yeah, and from what I've seen of him, because we've obviously spoke about this before, he's like you said, he's a come forward fighter. He's got brilliant movement, but he does start to fade, in the later rounds. Do you think that's possibly where you're going to come into your own in the later rounds?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, mate. I could do 15 rounds of how I'm feeling, and that's not even a joke. So I ain't gonna have no problem with the 10 round distance, but I'm not looking for a 10 round distance anyway.
Yeah. And obviously, now all the dust has settled since you'd originally signed with GBM. How have you found working with Izzy?
Really good, really good. I can't sing their praises enough. They've put a lot of effort into me and they've got a lot of belief in me, so it feels good. I can't complain. They've done everything what they said they would.
Yeah, and it gets mentioned all the time about the rise of GBM and how good it is for British boxing. But more recently, they've just signed a deal with DAZN, which obviously takes you to a global audience. What does that mean for you as a fighter?
Yeah, it's a big, big step in the right direction. Like there's a lot more eyes on me now, which is a lot of pressure, but again, it's a step in the right direction into making it.
Definitely. Well, before you joined GBM, you'd fought on a few different shows, just sort of like trying to tick over. But if there's one thing that GBM I'd say do well is they promote their fighters really, really good. Have you
Yeah,
noticed yourself getting
yeah,
noticed more in the
yeah.
streets?
Nah, the promotion, there's the work and effort they put into the promotion is second to none. So again, yeah, you can see why I picked GBM over anyone else anyway.
100%. How do you find it when you do get recognised?
I mean, no one stopped me in the street just yet, but yeah, I get a few people popping up to me here and there, but I just stay cool with it. Just stay cool and humble, and that's it, really.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, as time progresses, that's going to get more and more.
Yeah, yeah,
How
definitely.
how important is it for you to keep yourself grounded and focused on the job? For you to get to where you want to be in the sport.
Yeah, it's very important because you don't want to get too into your own hype. So, because that can just throw you off the game. Like, I'm just focused on staying grounded. I don't understand how. I don't understand how it's that difficult. To be honest with you, like it's not that hard. Like, you could lose everything in a matter of seconds. That's stuck in my head. So it's not that hard to remain humble, really.
Yeah, yeah. And I think the last time we spoke after your fight in Coventry, we spoke about, coming from an area like Chelmsley Wood that don't get the best representation. Obviously, as your career progresses, there's going to be a lot more people looking up to you, inspired by you. Is that something that you welcome and that you're ready for?
Yeah, I mean, I already feel a lot of pressure at the minute, so I'm sure putting a little bit more on isn't gonna do anything. But yeah, nah, that's what I mean. Shemza would needs that, so I'm happy. I'm happy to take that step.
Definitely. Like I said to you at the Coventry show, like the area I come from don't get the best reputation. So if I was growing up in Chelmsley Wood and I seen someone like yourself coming through, putting the hard work in, it definitely would inspire someone like me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Definitely. There was obviously a bit of boxing on last night. It was Tyler Denny versus Felix Cash. Bit of controversy around the event, but before we get into that, what did you make of the card on, as a general?
I thought it was a really good card. Yeah, I don't watch loads of boxing, but depends what the event's looking like. And I thought that was a good looking event, and it was like every fight was quite good. I watched every fight, to be fair. So it was a really good card. I mean, it's good to see big time Midlands boxing coming back. That's really good as well.
Yeah, yeah. Were you surprised at any of the results?
Uh no, I wasn't surprised. Well, I mean, there was a result that I didn't agree with, but I wasn't surprised how all the fights went.
Yeah. Was it the draw that you didn't agree with?
Nah, it was wait, who drew? Who drew?
Uh, Mohammed Ali against
Uh
the French lad.
I agreed with that. Maybe the French guy could have got it. I I feel like a draw was fair.
Yeah,
maybe. I was on about Crocker Walker.
yeah.
I think Walker won that, and I'm not even being biased because of Midlands and that, but I thought his work rate, Crocker's work was cleaner, but it weren't enough, in my opinion. I think Walker won. I
Yeah,
think the
yeah.
point deduction was, I thought the point deduction was harsh, but I thought he won by 1 round with the point deduction anyway. Should if it wasn't a Crocker win. I'd say a draw would have been fair or a Walker
Yeah, I
win.
agree.
I don't think it was a Crocker win. But
Yeah,
that's how boxing politics goes, isn't it? So
exactly. Yeah, it's definitely something that sort of like it sort of mars the sport a bit. The judging sometimes.
yeah.
In terms of the main event, Tyler Denny Felix clash. Do you think the fight was stopped at the right time?
Uh, well, your man's eye was bad, and I couldn't see Felix getting into the fight. Felix looked like, in my opinion, I don't think he wanted to even be in there
Yeah,
from what I could see. So he wasn't really complaining. So nah, I think the stop the for them to take it to the cards from the court. Nah, I think that was fine.
yeah. And as I mentioned a second ago, there was obviously a little bit of controversy around the event. The rematch between Akib Fiaz and Kane Barker were pulled just before the event.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of back and forth online between the two camps, and Kane Baker basically claims that he was offered money to take a dive. What do you
Yeah.
make of all that? And have you ever heard of any stories of that kind of thing happening in the sport before?
I ain't never seen anything like that, but again, I'm not trying to be biased because Kane's Midland, but like Kane is a proper, he's a real fighter, man. He's a real G, and just everything he's saying, like there's no way he would do that, and how he's explained it. What he's saying it does make sense. In if I can't even remember everything that he said, but for anyone that's read it, they'll know what I mean when I say what he's saying makes sense. So
Yeah,
it's mad. I ain't ever heard or seen anything like that in boxing.
yeah. And
I feel
if it
bad
is
for him as
true,
well because that was going to be his last fight. So that's
exactly.
peak, man. That's peak.
Uh, and with what he's put out, there is a lot of detail of what he
That's
said, and
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't sound like he could have made that all up, but I don't know. Like obviously none of us know the facts for now, so I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, he's right. But I'm just saying, like from Kane's character and what he's saying, it does make sense. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And if it was to be true, what kind of punishment do you think should be handed out for those involved?
Damn. I don't know, but it's gonna be a serious punishment, I imagine. But then again, certain drug cheats ain't really got punished. So what do I know? But I would imagine it's gonna be a serious punishment anyway. What do I think it should be? Again, I don't know. I don't know. But I imagine it's gonna be something serious.
Yeah, it's a tough one because obviously nobody really knows any facts. We're only taking on what we've seen online. But like I say, if it was to be true, there needs to be some sort of example made of it to put people
Yeah,
off doing it in the future.
yeah, definitely. Like that's what I mean, like so that it puts people off doing anything like that. But again, you'd think they'd do that with drug cheats, but I mean Ryan Garcia just got a 1 year ban the other day. How is it only a
Yeah,
year? I don't know. There's a certain let me not speak on it. There's certain boxers out here who nothing's happened to them, so I don't know. I don't know any. It's the sport in it, so.
yeah, it is. It's a crazy one, but much bigger than me and you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guarantee you now, if I got popped for drugs now, let's see how long I'd get banned because it's not like I'm a star. Guarantee you I'm getting a 5 year
Yeah,
ban or something stupid. So
yeah. I don't know if you heard the story about Liam Cameron from my neck of the
yeah,
woods.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's
I mean,
what I
I
mean.
think,
He got 4 years, I think, was it something like that?
yeah, for I think it was for like a trace amount of cocaine in his blood or urine or
I
something,
didn't even know it was cocaine. It was cocaine.
or a compound found in cocaine, shall we say?
Like, I'm not even saying you should do coke. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand people who do shit like cocaine or anything like that. There's just, to me, there's no excuse. Why am I gonna snort shit like that with my nose? However, bro, that's not. It's not PEDs. Like, how is he getting
Yeah,
banned 4 years? That's what I'm saying. If it was someone else now, someone up there, they wouldn't even get a ban. They wouldn't even get a month for that for cocaine. Oh, that's crazy, man.
it
That's
is. It is crazy
crazy.
because what kind of advantage does somebody get from taking that?
That's a disadvantage, fam.
Yeah, exactly.
Stupid, stupid.
Yeah, honestly, I could talk about this sort of stuff for hours, but
Yeah,
obviously, I don't want to keep you for too long. Just
yeah.
before I do let you go, though, what is your message for the fans who bought tickets to see you fight at the weekend, and the fans supporting you from home?
Big up to everyone supporting me. Like, it's hard out here. Not just for me, obviously, the times that we're in now, money wise. So it's hard out here, but for me as well, like people don't understand pro boxers. You need support, especially when you're coming up from the small hall shows. You need support, you need to sell tickets, man. So blessed to everyone supporting me, and we'll take some pictures with the strap after I get it.
Top man, well, brilliant. Thank you for your time, Niall, and hopefully we'll catch you after the fight.
Respect, respect.